tuning in. I want to show you some slides of images around campus at Amarillo College and to give you an update on the Amarillo Bible Chair. There are some important changes that have occurred that I want you to be aware of, and also to let you know where we are on the expansion program for our building facility there. But we're on the corner lot here of 25th Avenue and Jackson Street, and this picture is looking northward from our building toward the campus. Here's the building that we are housed in, and it is and was used as a home, a house before, as you can tell. And in fact, one of the professors lived there who taught at AC some years ago. But this is our present facility. It has been remodeled some over the years, the classroom particularly, and the kitchen area, but it is not sufficient for growth for the Bible chair. That's the reason for the expansion program. Those before me, like Brother Klein and others, realized that, and they also faced the same limitations being in this house that was built in 1941 that we are at the present day. I have images here, pictures of three of the churches that have been prominent in overseeing the Bible chair. It was founded by Brother Downing under the financial support and oversight of the San Jacinto Church in Amarillo. And that was established in 1972 by this church. So the Bible chair has been there 48 years, almost 50 years in existence. And this church has continued over the years, even till now, with monthly support for the work of the Bible chair. We appreciate them and their membership for staying with it over the years. A second church that was also involved, the elders and the oversight of the Bible chair, was the Comanche Trail Church. And I think the dates are correct. It was around 2013 until I came in 2017. But they also were heavily involved in support of the work by Brother Jerry Klein, and in maintaining the facility, modernizing it in some ways, and continuing the work on campus at Amarillo College. The present elders who oversee the Bible chair are those from the Bell Avenue Church. They accepted the oversight in a discussion by area churches supporting it in the summer of 2017. My wife and I came here to Amarillo from Virginia in July of that year, and they have continued. This now is the beginning of our fourth year here, and these 3 years have been really pleasant, wonderful for me and for my wife Norma, and we appreciate this church and for accepting this additional responsibility of overseeing the work on campus. Quick picture of me and my wife, Norma. I'd like to say that our wives are very important to what we do, and that's certainly the case with me. Norma has been a tremendous influence on the students, with her getting to know them personally, encouraging them, and also helping provide the menus and the meals for the students. So we all appreciate our wives and what they have done over the years. Here's a picture of Brother Klein, whom many of you would know, and a picture of the building from a little bit different angle there at the corner again of Jackson and 25th Street. I appreciate Jerry and Janie. They have had a long influence here. from 1982 onward, and then came back again in 2013. So he has a lot of years invested in the work of the Bible Chair and cares deeply about um, the ongoing success of it. Here's some few slides around campus. Just to let you know, we have had close to 11,000 students at some of the high marks, and because of the virus, we're down about 8 to 9% in enrollment, as many colleges have suffered due to this virus. But those now are about 8,800, I believe, in number, and that's on 6 campuses, 4 of them in the city of Amarillo and 2 outside. So a few more pictures to let you know a little bit about where we are. This early community college established in 1929, so 90 years plus of existence, and with a powerful influence, um, teaching students in a variety of majors for them to begin their career, and has had a powerful economic impact as well as academic in the community. A few other pictures around the campus here. Small campus, but beautiful, and with a powerful influence because of the number of programs that are available for students. Here's just a map of the area showing where we are. We're all the way down to, if you see the cursor at the bottom of the page where it says ABC, Amarillo Bible College, that's where we're located, just on the south side of campus. I might also point out that there's another Bible chair, and it is to the north where I'm going around it with a cursor. And it is the Bible chair at Southwest is the name of it. And John Kohler, Mr. Kohler, has been the director there for a number of years, 18 plus years. One update I want to give you is that they have plans to close this Bible chair, even though they have also a long tenure on campus and influence. Because of economics, because of the virus, um, economically, they're not able to continue. So their overseers decided that this Bible chair would close at the end of Fall 1, which is October the 15th. They will be closing. And that means that we at Amarillo Bible Chair will be the only Bible chair on campus. We will be the only one teaching Bible courses for credit on campus. And we teach all of the required courses for an associate degree in religion. And they can transfer from Amarillo College to any major university for their continued studies. Here's a picture inside, a small library, but adequate. As you know, a lot of research now is done online and not so much as in the past with physical books, but these are useful and they're available for our students to do some of their research. A couple of pictures from over the years. This was several years ago when Brother Klein was here teaching, and a classroom field in that day. Some changes, of course, a lot of changes have occurred since then, even with the academic side and with the accreditation for courses for students. The Bible classes are accredited only for those whose major is in religion. So that lessened the number of students now who want to take the classes because the state does not provide accreditation for it, and therefore only those that are religion majors are those who will take the Bible classes. We teach classes like Introduction to the Old Testament, New Testament, the life of Christ, the life of Paul. We also teach Romans and Revelation. And we have offered in the past courses in Greek 1 and 2. And also the students in religion are required to take, along with many other majors, uh, courses in the humanities like world religions, which I teach, along with courses in philosophy, introduction to philosophy. So all of those are some of the courses that are a part of the requirement for a religion degree. There's a picture inside during one of our Tuesday devotionals and meal. We provide a lunch. The churches in the area provide a really good lunch for the students. And during that time period, I give a devotional each week. And we have had the room with all the seats filled. It's not possible to have more than 35 or 36 in the classroom. We have had them along the side and then even in an adjacent room. So that's one reason for the expansion plans that we have, is because of the number of students who would participate but can't because of the confined area inside that house. And especially now with the COVID problem confronting us, we're not able to sit that close together and to have a common meal together. And so that has been suspended. We are meeting online, and I am providing materials for them to listen to, and I'm providing some devotionals at least once or twice per month for the students to be active in the Kappa Chi program. I'll say a little bit more about that in just a moment. Some additional pictures of the Tuesday sessions with students eating and the devotionals that we are presenting to them. This year, we had 118 students to show some interest, to ask questions, to sign up that they wanted to be a part of our club. Kappa Chi are just two Greek letters representing the idea of having fellowship in Christ. So this is a Christian devotional. All students are welcome. We don't limit it to only a certain group, but Muslims, Mormons, Buddhists, everyone, Catholic, Protestant alike, all the students are invited. They're welcome to come, share a meal with us, but also to hear a devotional that will be Christ-centered and that will point them to the Savior. We make that very clear up front, and so those who come know that we will be presenting Scripture, some concepts from the Old Testament, New Testament, and it will be Christ-centered. So we have been really pleased with the number of students showing interest, and many of them who are willing to come and to be a part of these activities. Here's the present day class in Romans. And there we are, having to be spaced out 6 to 7, 8 feet apart, and with masks on, and keeping our distance from each other. It's very difficult sometimes to hear and understand what the other one is saying because of the mask. But AC requires social distancing, wearing of the mask, being safe about this. And we've been able to meet on campus this fall term because students have been careful to observe the guidelines as these students in my Romans class. A couple of baptisms from students who were a part of the pictures just a moment ago, part of the devotionals that we had. The one on the right's a young lady named Zaya Barron, and the one on the left is Eric Sturck. And both of these are members at Bell Avenue. And so several of the students are willing to study, to go further, and to become Christians. Here's a computer-generated image of what we have planned. Um, I really appreciate Brother Ken McLaughlin and his daughter Beverly Black, Kimberly, I should say, Kimberly Black. Both these are members of the Colonies Church of Christ, and they do this. They have a business, and they provide architectural drawings for houses, for building structures. I really appreciate them doing this to aid our work and to give images so churches can know what we have planned. The roadway here in front of it is 25th Avenue, and we're looking at, in this picture, looking southward. A moment ago, we were looking north. Campus will be just on the north side of this 25th Avenue. In parking lot 9, the campus will be north of there. So it's in an excellent location. Students can walk right across the parking lot down the street, Jackson Street, and be right at our building. They have it designed so the building will open from the side facing the campus. Uh, and the offices will be utilizing the portion of the older building and only connecting now this new facility, this area for students to gather, to have a devotional, to have a meal together, to have lectures, to have other activities in the building, and a modern kitchen that will be convenient and sufficient for providing meals on occasions for the students. There's an elevation view of the planned expansion, and here is an image of the inside. Again, computer-generated image. You can see the kitchen in the center and far distance in the picture, and then just an image computer-generated again of the seating arrangement. Of course, we'll probably have it in a little bit different fashion than that, but just to give you some idea of what it will be like on the inside. They, Brother McLaughlin and Sister Black, have provided for us architectural drawings. Here's a floor plan. And the older building is this one where I have the cursor circling on the right. There's the present structure that we have, and there's the classroom area and the offices, and now the entrance into this new area back here, providing a much larger area for seating, 2.5, 3 times as much seating area here than just in the classroom. In the kitchen here on the right as you go in from the front door. But we have the electrical drawings, the roof, the structural drawings are all completed. Much of it is prepared. Survey of the property is complete. That was done over a year ago. So everything is prepared now for the completion of it. Now, what we are going to do over the next several months is to have the advisors to meet for the board that give advice concerning the operation of the Bible chair. And we will begin a fundraiser. We already have $84,000 that has been contributed by individuals and by churches. But we're going to need an additional probably $200,000. And we already have some suggestions about how to promote that. And if you have some ideas about what we can do to encourage contributions toward it so that we can get this completed, I believe the time is right now for us to move forward and to get this done. Again, we're the only Bible chair on campus. We have an excellent access to thousands of students, not only for them to come to the Bible chair, but in the classes that we teach. I teach a full load, both at the Bible chair and in the humanities department, where we can emphasize the Christian point of view. And it is needed. It's needed in all the classes. And we have a wonderful opportunity now, being the only chair on campus, a teaching chair, that has this kind of an access to all of these students. Um, they're both positive and negatives to the timing of all of this. Obviously, the virus has caused difficulties in our churches, our individual jobs and families, um, and it has done the same at the college level and high schools. But there's an opportunity here for us to get the construction done while there is less activity around the Bible chair. Classes are still going on, either in person, if it's a small group, or online. And I'm teaching classes in both. I have 21 scheduled for a class coming up in fall too, after October 22nd. And that, because of the size of that class, I can have as many as 25 in a class um, that will be done online. So while students are not milling around and participating in activities at the Bible chair, except the Bible classes, now would be a good time for us to do the construction. Say in the coming summer will be an excellent time for us to get it done. I wanted you to be able to see some of the images and to hear the plans and to be up to date on what is going on at the Bible chair. I appreciate all of our churches for your support. We have excellent supporters and people who care about students, and that you have been faithful, dedicated to this work over the years, long before I came. And as again, this is the beginning of my fourth year, my wife and I, in Amarillo, and we look forward to the coming years of work here. I do believe, again, that this is a good time for us to get the project completed. As I mentioned to you, those that were here before me saw the limitations of our being in this rather small house, and that we need a more adequate facility for students so that they can come and spend time together to get to know each other. And in addition to have these Bible classes and devotionals, we have at Amarillo College a heavy emphasis on learning through these classes. And again, it doesn't matter whether the class is a world religion class or philosophy. You can learn a great deal about the Christian point of view in regard to knowledge. For example, in philosophy, you study epistemology. That's one area. And I present, when I teach it, the Christian point of view of knowledge. How do we know what we know? What are the ways in which we obtain knowledge? Those who are not believers want to limit us tremendously because they want to say you cannot know that God exists. And the only way they can make that as a statement is to limit your knowledge. But there are many ways in which we know, either on a secular level or a spiritual level. And yes, we can know about God. We can know that God exists. We can know that we know Him, John wrote. The Bible often uses the words faith or belief and knowledge in the same passage. For example, to Timothy, Paul said, I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded he's able to keep what I've committed to him against that day. 2 Timothy 1, verse 12. And so you have the word know in the same passage with believe. There's not a contradiction between those two concepts, obviously. The Bible writers didn't think so. Jesus didn't think so. He said to some who believed on him, if you continue in my word, you're my disciples indeed. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So he spoke to those who believed on him and said what they may know. You can know the truth. Knowledge and faith are not in opposition to one another. One does not nullify the other. They both coexist in the Christian point of view. So we're able to emphasize that, not only in our Bible classes where we actually study the text itself, Romans or John or the Gospels or the Old Testament or the New Testament. But it's also a point that you can make in classes like philosophy, philosophy of religion, and even in world religions, where you can immediately see and contrast the difference between Christianity and the other world religions. Well, again, we'll be in contact with you about how we're going to proceed with the fundraising. And again, appreciate you who have called, you who have written notes to me, letting me know your interest, your participation in this program. And I'm grateful to be here. I'm thankful to be able to teach the classes. So if you have suggestions, ideas, please let me know. If you're in the area in Amarillo, drop by, sit in on a Bible class. Come by on a devotional when we open it up again after this virus is over, hopefully in the spring. Come by and see what's going on and participate in a Bible class with us. Thank you again, and may God bless you richly.